This video was made possible by EA Game Changers. Thank you, EA, for allowing me to participate at this event. Hey guys, it is Tanya, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another speed build and to another installment of the Squish. Today I am back building a tiny house in the world of Britechester, which came with the Sims 4 Discover University expansion pack, which launches this Friday, November 15th. This is actually footage that I did capture over at Sims Camp in San Francisco last week, and it's one of the builds that I have left that I haven't shared with you guys yet, and I was excited to do so. So of course, when I was there, I was really focused on building things that were for university, dorm rooms. I built that bar, and I have one more university themed build that is coming from that trip. But the last thing I did was I just want to build a tiny house with the new stuff we got. So this is in the world of Britechester, but it's not really university themed. It's just using the new items because I needed to use that new window in the front that has the diagonal top. It is so cute. I really like that. And so I decided I was going to build a tiny house themed around that window. So it's just like your standard tiny house. It's very small. It's a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom home. I don't remember how much it comes to, but that'll be available in the gallery once I upload it. It should be able to be uploaded in the gallery. I did grab my saves and my tray files from Sims Camp, and I brought them home, and as long as everything is a-okay, I will upload this and all my other builds to the gallery sometime on Friday the 15th. And if you would like to download any of those builds, including this one, on that day, you can search my origin ID, which is Gryphi, or the hashtag MsGryphi, and it should pop up for you. And I will probably update the description of this video as well with a link to the gallery website if that's easier for you guys to grab it that way. I did mess around with the roof quite a bit, but I think we're going to be getting to the final shape here shortly, and this might be it. I know I kept changing my mind about it because I really wanted that overhang in the front, but I didn't want it on both sides. I kind of had an idea of what I wanted this house to look like, but I was also just experimenting quite a bit, which tends to be the case when I build tiny houses. And actually, if you're new here on the channel, I built a ton of tiny houses, and that's what I meant in the beginning when I was like, and welcome back to another installment of the Squish. We call tiny houses that here on the channel, as it's a way to describe the space because you're squishing so many items into such a small space, which is something I really enjoy doing in the game. I think it's such a puzzle and really fun to kind of figure out how to fit those pieces together to make it entirely functional. And I have a variety of houses, anywhere from ones that have everything you need in them to ones that have an outdoor living room or don't have a table or only have a sink in the kitchen. They're all over the place. I've also done quite a few that have more than one bedroom, and those are fun as well. And I actually have Squish tours coming up. Every month I do a themed kind of a build challenge, I suppose, where I have you guys submit tiny houses you've built based on a theme, and I tour them on the channel, which is really fun. And I think that deadline is coming up on the 22nd, and this month's theme was family houses that are tiny houses. So I'm very excited to check those out, but that's not related to this video. I just kind of thought of it, but here we are just figuring out some landscaping. I really like making planters by using half walls and putting bushes in them. I just think it looks really nice. And of course I am using some of the debug plants. I love the Show Live Edit Objects plants in general. We got a couple of new things with this pack as well, and can I just say we got some gorgeous ivy. I don't think I ended up using it on this build, but I am in love with it. I've already used it a couple of times, and I'm gonna keep on using it. It is just so pretty. But I really enjoyed how this build kind of fit into this area up here. It's a little bit more of a fancier area, but I feel like you can just plop down a tiny house wherever, and it makes sense because that's kind of the nature of how tiny houses are, I believe, or like how I think of them anyway. You kind of just buy the land and you can build your own structure, or you can just set up in somebody's backyard. There's so many different ways, and I feel like they make sense in any area. But I don't know, it feels a little out of place here, but I really do enjoy it because we did get a couple of smaller lots with this expansion pack. I believe There's multiple 20 by 15s, which, you know, that just makes me so happy. So, I mean, of course, there's a tiny house on the channel. But anyway, we're figuring out the wallpaper here. We do end up going with a brick that I believe is the one that came with the base game when we got the update for Realm of Magic. I think that's the one I ended up going with in the end anyway. And of course, this build only uses base game and Discover University. I almost said Realm of Magic. It only uses base game and Discover University because that's all I had access to at Sims Camp. But of course, I'm going to be doing some more builds probably sometime this weekend that incorporate University with other packs, both the University themed ones and just ones using items from the pack, because there's some really nice versatile items in there, and I'm totally down to do all kinds of different builds. If you have any ideas that are not University related, but I could use items from that pack for, please leave those down below. I'd love to hear your suggestions. But anyway, we're figuring out the floor plan in here, and it's pretty squished, but that's pretty normal on this channel. I don't remember if I kept the mini fridge or if I went for a full-size fridge. I was a little bit disappointed when I got the pack, or when I got my hands on the pack at Sims Camp. The first thing I wanted to know was, could mini fridges fit inside counters? And they can't, and that just made me so sad. So yeah, it looks like I didn't keep it here, but I really, really wanted them to fit in counters, kind of like the dishwashers do, because that would be perfect for tiny living, because then you could have a fridge and a counter tile in one square. That would be fantastic. I mean, yes, you can place things on top of the fridge, but you're not saving any space in a tiny home that way, so I was kind of disappointed about that. So I didn't end up using that fridge in this house. But here we are in the bedroom. I kept everything in this house fairly neutral, lots of whites, and just like some clean decorations here and there. I quite enjoyed that. I felt like the minimalist decoration style in here looked really nice. And of course, I used that new painting, or that new photo on the wall. I'm actually not sure what it's a photograph of, but I thought it was kind of cute. And I love the plants that we got with this pack. They are just really, really nice. I'm going to be using them a lot. So just placing that down here, and a couple other knickknacks on the bedside table to make the place look a little bit more lived in. And I think that's pretty much it. I'm going to be adding like some drawers under here to kind of, I like doing that sometimes, combining bedside tables to add drawers to ones that don't have them. And these blinds. Okay, those simple blinds I just hung up, they came with this pack, and I love them so much. I've been completely obsessed with the blinds that came from My First Pet Stuff for the longest time, because they're just a simple blind that comes in a lot of crazy colors, but look, also black and white, or not black and white, black and gray. And so like I used those a lot, and I'm probably still going to use them a lot, but I now have these, and they merge together so nicely. You put them right next to each other, you can't even tell that it's two different objects, and I love them a lot. So I'm definitely going to be getting a lot of use out of that. But here we are in the living space. It's very, very small. We don't have a dining space inside. We do have a dining space inside. Hold on. We didn't get to that yet. I forgot how much space I was able to keep in this house. So there ends up being the living space here. There's a 2-seater couch, and then there ends up being a table with 2 chairs at it as well. Wow. Okay, I forgot I did that. I'm very excited about it, because that's something I cut out of tiny houses a lot, is I don't have dining spaces. But this one I was able to make it work because of the shape of the house. It's a fairly small house, but like, I made it work. Look at it. I'm very excited about that. I actually have not play tested this currently, because I built this in San Francisco and I haven't like loaded up my tray file yet, but I will make sure to play test it before I upload it to the gallery. So everything should be completely functional, but if there's anything that's a problem, I might change it before it uploads to the gallery. So it might look slightly different if there's an issue. Hopefully there's not, but just wanted to put that out here. But we're going to be just adding these last couple of decorations on the walls here. These are debug items that came with base game. I think they're pretty cute, but I kept most of the furnishing and decorations in this house pretty minimal, because I feel like the style of the outside suits a more minimal design style on the inside, if that makes sense. But yeah, this is the kitchen, just adding the last couple finishing touches and working on the bathroom, which I love this new shower. You can just hang it on the wall, make your own custom showers, and make the whole room like a wet room. It's just so perfect for tiny living. I really do enjoy that. But anyway, on that note, I'm going to be going to screenshots here in a moment. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. You can also subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And if you click that bell, it'll turn on notifications to be notified of every single time I upload a new video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all soon. Bye, everybody.